Hi Virgo, welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with a deep breath together. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. This is going to be for Virgo for March 20th through March 26th. Please keep in mind that this reading may not resonate with you. Only take what fits into your story and leave the rest for somebody else. Also, I will never reach out to you to ask you for money or for a reading. If anyone is doing that, they are impersonating me. Please report and block them or simply ignore them. I do not offer personal readings. I do not reach out to people and I do not offer any services at this time. I'm going to go through some of the channel messages, so feel free to get a coffee, water, tea, snack, whatever you need. And let's dive into this. The first message that I got for you is don't feel guilty. Your title for this week is Don't Feel Guilty. Last week is over and does it matter? Spirit just wants to let you know that something you don't have to feel guilty for. I don't know, maybe you guys are feeling guilty or ashamed or something like that. Spirit doesn't want you to, it's not a big deal. Also, last week is over. I'm hearing thank God or thankfully something is over. Last week is over. And then does it matter? We'll break that down in a second. I want to talk about some of the upcoming events that are going on this week. So we do have the spring equinox. If you are in the Northern Hemisphere, it's officially spring this week. And I know that's very exciting for a lot of us. We also have Aries season starting March 20th. And then we have the Aries new moon on March 21st. This Aries new moon will be a really good time for you to set intentions for the next 12 months, but especially the next 6 months. So it's a good day for you to manifest, for you to write down things that you want to manifest and bring into your life, or however you like to manifest. It'll be a really potent energy for you to work with to manifest for the next 12 months. I like to think of the spring equinox and Aries season as the beginning of the new year. So happy Zodiac New Year to everybody. And then Venus in Taurus, which Venus moved into Taurus in Western astrology on March 16th, but I'm talking about it now. Venus in Taurus is going to be March 16th through April 11th, and it's going to be really good for the Virgos to take spontaneous trips. And if you can't go far, try new coffee shops, try new bookstores, try new restaurants, new grocery stores, etc., because you never know who you're going to meet at these places. Some of you are going to run into people who become lifelong friends. Some of you are going to run into people who have a lot of wisdom. Just a stranger at the grocery store who's a cashier, you're going to have a conversation, they're going to drop some wisdom or some knowledge on you, and it'll be really good for you. For others of you, you're just going to meet people who could potentially be your mentor. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be really good for you to take spontaneous trips, to go to new places, to visit new people, things like that. Okay, it doesn't have to be far. It could be still within the same city, town, state, etc. But if you want to go out of town, out of city, out of state, out of country, feel free. It'll be really good for you around this time. And then I wrote down Venus in Taurus is literally love, earth. Venus rules love, luxury, beauty, sex, pleasure, money, things like that. And then Taurus is ruled by Venus, so it's going to love to be in the sign of, so Venus is going to love to be in the sign of Taurus throughout this transit, but Taurus is also earth energy. So the way I translated it was literally love, earth. So during this Venus and Taurus transit, you're going to be guided to love, earth, whatever that means to you, whether you go outside in nature, whether you put your feet in the sand, feet in the grass, or however you want to express your love to earth, but that'll be really good for you during this time as well. Okay, and then I wrote down don't feel guilty again. I channeled this a few days ago. I don't really know what it's about because I can't pick up on that energy anymore. So it feels like something is already like over, something is no longer like affecting your mind. But whenever I picked this up, it felt like it was like important or imperative that you heard don't feel guilty. And then I wrote last week is over. You don't have to worry about the past. You don't have to worry about what happened last week. You don't have to worry about what happened last month. Last week is over. And then does it matter or will it matter? Some of you, if it's not going to affect your life in the next 5 years, it doesn't matter, don't worry about it. I'm getting something about arguments or competition or petty energy, and we've been picking this up for Virgo energy forever. But does it matter? No. Is it affecting you long term? No. Is it changing the course of your path? No. Is it really affecting anything that you're doing? No, and it won't. So does it matter? Probably not. And will it matter? Probably not. But I just needed to like pose that question to you. And then I wrote down, are you sure about something? If it's not a hell yes, it's probably a no. This could be a person, a job, a move, a belief, a situation, etc. If it's not a hell yes, it's probably a no. Are you sure about something? This could also be you asking someone a lot of questions this week because I just kept hearing like a lot of questions, or this could be someone asking you a lot of questions this week. Either you're asking someone a lot of questions this week or someone's asking you a lot of questions this week, or you're just hearing a lot of questioning this week. Okay, And then I wrote down some signs that could help you connect deeper to this reading. I picked up on the numbers 1055, 945, 525, and then I've been seeing 1010 and 1111 a lot lately. I wrote down donuts, Dracula, and vampires. I was getting the movie Interview with a Vampire, the original, with Leonardo DiCaprio. Someone's name could be Leo, or you could be dealing with a Leo. I wrote that down as well. But Dracula and vampires could be significant. You could be watching some kind of like movie or show. I'm hearing Buffy the Vampire Slayer, okay, or Twilight. And then I wrote down hoodie. You could be wearing a hoodie today. Or there's something about hoodies that's specific. Some of you may be launching or dropping merch, because I wrote down merch, or you could be picking up somebody else's merch this week and it could be a hoodie. And I wrote down concert. So some of you may be going to a concert and getting merch from that concert in a hoodie, or it could be any merch from this concert, or you may have a concert or a show that you are performing this week. And I'm hearing it would be good for you to bring merch or to have merch. So some of you may be like planning a merch drop, or you're doing that this week anyway. And then I wrote down, just because everyone can do something doesn't mean everyone should. Or just because everyone can doesn't mean everyone should. And I got that message from my spirit team, and they were very vague about it. They literally just said, just because everyone can doesn't mean everyone should. So I don't know what that's applying to. For some reason, I was getting something about like tarot. And just because everyone can, or everyone does have the ability to read tarot, or everyone can use their psychic abilities, doesn't mean that everyone should. Okay, but take everything I say with a grain of salt. Obviously, I'm not sure what that's pertaining to. And then I wrote down finding the correlation. You're going to be finding the correlation between everything this week, or you're going to be very like interested in finding the correlation in everything this week. For example, I was like, why is Taco Bell Taco Bell? What is the correlation between bells and tacos? And it turns out that the owner, the originator, whoever created Taco Bell, his name was Glenn Bell, so he just used his last name. There's no real correlation between bells and tacos in this situation, but I wrote down finding the correlation. So I'm getting that you're going to be finding the correlation between things, or you're going to be very interested in finding the correlation between things this week. And then I wrote down something this week is right on time, but it's late. So something is going to be late, but it's right on time. It's the universe's time, but it's going to seem late to you, or it's going to come in late to you. And I wrote down that this might cause some kind of stress or anxiety. So if any time this week you're like stressed or anxious about something in terms of like the timing, just know that it's going to be right on time, but it is going to be late. So it's still going to happen, or it's still going to come through, or it's still going to be approved or something like that, but it's going to be late, technically speaking, right? So something this week is right on time, but it's late. Don't be stressed or anxious about that. Try to like calm yourself down. And now that you have the knowledge and the awareness of this situation, it probably won't even stress you out at all. And then I wrote down no holding back. This morning I woke up and Spirit said no holding back. Don't hold back this week. And I wrote down the universe will support you. I feel like the universe is waiting for you to speak up about something, or your guides are waiting for you to like speak up about something, or like freak out or snap about something. No holding back. Say what you need to say. And it's like Aries energy is kind of like speak now, act now, think later, deal with the consequences later. So take that advice this week I was getting, something about don't hold back. Okay, and the universe will support you. The guides will have your back. They're waiting for you to speak up. They're waiting for you to take action, and they will support you. And then I also wrote down you have a phone call to make. So some of you might have a phone call to make today. Whenever you're listening to this, you need to make an appointment, or you need to call somebody back, or you have a phone call to make in regards to something. It could be insurance, it could be your car, it could be your home, it could be an appointment, like I said. I also got highlights in my hair and got my hair cut, so some of you may have a hair appointment this week as well. But yeah, and this also no holding back. You have a phone call to make. Those could be connected. So you may have a phone call to make and no holding back when it comes to this phone call. Like you may have to call somebody and let them know something, or like pop off on somebody. That's what I just heard. So no holding back. You have a phone call to make. Those could be connected, or they could be separate. And then I also wrote down let your freak flag fly this week. I heard that from Spirit. Spirit wants you to let your freak flag fly. Don't be ashamed of your desires, urges, interests, or actions this week. Okay, so those are the channel messages that I have for you, Virgo. Let me get a drink. And let's dive into your messages. I'm using this All That You Deserve book still by Jacqueline Whitney, just while I'm still here at my parents' house. And I opened up this page to you, for you. The number is 103. And it says, not all change feels right away. Just because it doesn't feel positive or right doesn't mean it's wrong. Change is uncomfortable and it is overwhelming in so many ways, but without change, you'll never know what's right for you. It is more uncomfortable to be in the same place for too long than it is to step out beyond your fear and just try. Try something new without knowing if it's right. You can always go back. You can always try something different, but at least you can show yourself that you tried. Okay? And then I'm gonna pull for you guys together. I just opened that one and was like, oh, I need to do that for Virgo. All right, so this one is your week message. The number is 58 here, and it says, keep trusting the journey you are on. What makes you feel really good? What makes your heart feel filled with love? What inspires you to live your best day every day? What do you need? Do you hear all those questions? Some of you might be like journaling or reflecting this week and being like, what happened last week? Why do I feel like this? Why did this happen? You know, and you're like figuring it out by asking yourself questions. That's kind of what I'm getting. Or there's just something about questions going on this week. You cannot be the best version of yourself when you are living to please others. You cannot be the best version of yourself when you are constantly seeking others' approval. Choose to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Choose to trust you will be safe. You can always go back to where you were if it doesn't feel right. You can always start over, but at least you can show yourself that you tried. And how weird that those are like very similar passages and I just opened up to them randomly, but nothing is coincidental. You see the correlation there? So interesting. That was 58 and the other page was 103. So those are those little channel messages for you. Let's dive into the cards now. We're going to use the Astro Star Codes cards, and we're going to see what's going on with Virgo for the week ahead. I saw Jupiter energy in the reverse, and what I'm getting is that you're seeing other people be blessed around you, or you're seeing other people receive blessings around you, and you feel like you're being left out. But Spirit is saying we haven't forgotten about you. Whenever people are being blessed around you, it means that it's happening to you too. It's our mind that plays the trick on us, and it's the mind that gets us to think that we are undeserving of those things, and so then we end up blocking our own blessings from manifesting. So try to celebrate other people this week and try to be happy for people who are receiving blessings in your life whenever you're seeing that around you this week, because it will happen for you too. Okay, I just feel like some of you feel like you're being left out, or you feel like you're missing out on something, but you're not. It's going to come through for you too. Okay. Let's see what the energy is for Virgo for this upcoming week. Now we're seeing Aquarius, which says collaboration. The number 11 is showing up, and we did say 1111 in the opening messages. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, you may be meeting an Aquarius, but I'm getting something about like friendship. So I'm getting something about like reconnecting with a friend this week. You could be reconnecting with an Aquarius. Okay. I'm also hearing use water to help your magic work. The water will help your magic be more powerful. Okay. You may also want to use some kind of symbols or shapes. If you're doing some kind of magic work or manifestation work, use water or use some kind of symbol or shape. Okay. And Aquarius is the star energy. So something is being healed for you this week, or something is healing this week. Okay. I'm also getting something about a doctor, a physicist, a scientist. You could be one or be dealing with one. And I'm getting something about like education. You could be studying something this week, or you could be dealing with somebody in the education system, or you could be a teacher, professor, student, college, or something like that. Okay, and I'm getting some of you are going to be meeting a star, like a celebrity or a movie star, an actor, or this is you. And I'm getting that somebody likes you because you don't treat them any differently. Because celebrities, stars, actors, performers, etc., they're just people like you and me as well. And I'm getting that somebody really likes that you treat them like a normal person. They like that you're not like starstruck or something like that, okay? And then bottom of the deck is Uranus, which says change. I'm getting something about like the stars are changing, which makes sense, right? We're moving into Aries season, so astrology is changing, okay? You could be studying astrology or studying your birth chart or something like that, but I'm also getting like stars are changing. I'm getting that maybe some of you are going to become stars, become successful in your career, in your field. It doesn't have to be like celebrity, social media, influencing, movies, acting, singing. It doesn't have to be that, but I'm getting that for some of you, you're going to get your shot. I'm getting that you're slipping through the cracks. I'm getting something about like breaking into an industry this week for some of you, or there's going to be talks about that this week. It's like 99% of people don't get opportunities like this, but you do. And that's why I feel like this Jupiter energy has been in the reverse, because spirit, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, has been able to bless these other people on like a micro scale because they're not asking for anything big, right? They're asking for like a little bit of money, or they're asking for something small, right? But I feel like whatever Virgo is asking for is like big, and it requires big change. It requires mountains to be moved. And so the universe is doing that, but it takes some kind of time. And I feel like you've been patient and you've been patiently waiting, but there may be some doubts that are creeping in, and spirit doesn't want you to doubt it's still going to come through, or it's still going to happen for you too. It's just that you have like a big goal or a big dream, or it requires mountains to be moved. But I see that that's happening this week, or there's going to be some kind of like feeling of like, yes, this is happening. I'm hearing finally it's happened to me, or something like that. That's what I'm hearing. Finally it's happening to me, or finally it's happened to me. So, okay. You may also be changing up your friend group, or changing up your hair, or something like that, or changing up the way that you approach people, or changing up the way that you speak to people. There's no holding back. And I'm also getting something about your intelligence. You're not keeping your knowledge to yourself anymore. You're not keeping your information to yourself, or something like that. Something about changing up the way that you speak. So you could be changing how you speak to yourself, or you could be changing how you speak to others. I'm also getting that people are changing how they speak to you. Now they're being more respectful. Now they're being more kind. This could be a group of people, or this could be a specific person. Okay? They're being kinder to you, Virgo. Or they're changing the way that they're speaking to you, whatever that means. You could be 25, born on the 25th, or born on the 11th. Okay, let's see what comes out in the tarot though. For Virgo, March 20th through March 26th. I'm getting that there's more than one way to do something, or there's more than one way to interpret something. Something about finding the correlations. I feel like that's so interesting to you this week, because you're like, oh, this could mean that, but it can also mean this, and it can also mean that, and you're like finding all the correlations, and it's just like so interesting to you. Like there's so many messages just from these two cards. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius, Uranus. You could have your Uranus in Aquarius. That could be literal for some of you. Okay. All right, so for Virgo, let's pull the tarot. I saw the Seven of Cups in the reverse, so that's really good. No more confusion, no more doubt. Something is going to be cleared for you. I'm getting something about like a clear path forward. And I'm getting something about like somebody's clearing the way for you, or somebody's clearing the path for you. I'm also hearing you're being called up. I'm getting something about like Moses parting the seas, but it's like only for you, right? That story could be significant. Moses and the parting of the seas, that could be something that's significant to you this week. But I'm getting like I said earlier, something doesn't happen for 99% of people, but it's happening for you. You're the 1%. Okay. For Virgo, March 20th through the March 26th. Yeah, your first energy is the Six of Wands. This is talking about victory, success, public recognition. So that kind of aligns with what I've been talking about. It does feel like there's like a door being opened for you, or a path being opened for you. And it starts with this Aries season. I'm hearing you're a big deal, Virgo. I have this video that we did, this reading called Virgo, You're a Big Deal. I'll try to put it in the cards for you if you haven't seen it, or in case you need to go back and rewatch it. There could be messages in there that you need to hear now. Okay, so if it's in the cards, watch it. If it's in the description box, watch it, all right, if you feel called to it. But overall, this is a really good start to your week. Six of Wands. You're receiving recognition. I'm also hearing you're receiving payment. Somebody's paying you for your work, or somebody's paying you for your time, or somebody's paying you for your information. That could be it. That could be it. But I'm also getting that like you could be meeting a celebrity, or you could be meeting somebody who's like well-known or very popular or well-respected. A mentor perhaps, or just meeting somebody like this, and they really like you. You could be entering into a friend group of celebrities, of famous people, of influencers. Obviously, all of these messages are not for everybody, but this is just kind of what I'm getting with the Aquarius energy and the Six of Wands. I'm getting that these people really like you because they resonate with you, or they relate to you, even if you aren't famous or popular or whatever. They just like that, they feel like a normal person around you. They feel like a regular person around you. You don't treat them any differently, something like that, and usually everybody does, okay? The number 6 could be significant as well. You could be born on the 6th. We're seeing the Four of Cups here as well. We're seeing the Death card in the reverse, the Hermit card in the reverse, and your overall energy for the week is the Two of Cups. So I do see that you're going to be meeting somebody new, like a new friend, or some kind of business partnership is forming this week. You could be working for a celebrity. I don't know why that just keeps coming through. Somebody wants to work with you, or somebody wants to work for you, or somebody wants you to work for them. I'm getting something about like a new job position or a new job opportunity, and it may require you to come out of your comfort zone. I'm getting this really weird specific, so I'm just gonna throw it out there, but say you're a tarot reader, right? But you also have other interests, like maybe you're interested in music, maybe you're interested in singing, maybe you're interested in art or creativity of some sort, but you're a tarot reader because it's what you're good at, because it's what you know, because it's what God asked you to do, something like that. But you start taking like an art class, or you start taking like singing lessons or something like that, right? Or a cooking class, I don't know. And it's new, it's fresh for you, but you already have this like natural skill to you. You're like really good at it, but it's new, it's fresh. You don't have much experience with it, but this person sees that you have this natural skill, this like person who's like already in the industry or already in this thing that you're starting. And they're like, oh, Virgo has a natural ability. Virgo has a natural skill. Can we hire Virgo? Can we work with Virgo to bring them onto the team or something like that? Okay, so there may be some kind of like career change that's in the works right now. I don't feel like it's actually happening this week, but it may be like in the works. Okay, that was the first message I got. I'm also seeing that Wednesday and Thursday, there's going to be this feeling of like, I'm not done with something yet, or I'm not over something yet, but you are. Something is an illusion for you later on this week, okay? And it may be because of this change that's happening. There's like change and transformation going on with your life, and it may be like scary for you because you want to hold back or you want to pull back, but don't. With the 6 of Wands and that message earlier, there's no holding back this week. Okay, don't hold back. Yeah, we're seeing the Hanged Man in the reverse. You have enough information, you're enlightened enough, Spirit says you're ready for something, go for it, do it, don't hold back, okay? I'm hearing don't let the fear of failure hold you back, or don't let the fear of looking dumb or looking stupid hold you back. Something like that, okay? Let's clarify the Death card in the reverse. Well, actually, I'm seeing on the 4 of Cups, I want to see the 4 of Cups here because you're looking a little bored or a little like unhappy or unwell this week, but I feel like it's just because you're comparing yourself to other people or because you're not seeing the blessings or something like that. But like we said in the beginning, it's still happening for you. It just requires like big moves. The universe has to move mountains for you, whereas other people are asking for something small, so it's easier to give it to them. Does that make sense? I hope that it does. I don't know if that makes you feel any better, but I hope that it does. What's the 4 of Cups for Virgo this week, please? Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. They're asking for something small. The Page of Pentacles is something easy to give. It's something easy, something small, doesn't require a lot of effort, okay? What else here for the 4 of Cups? I'm also getting that something is right in front of you. We're seeing the 10 of Cups as well. Spirit has something like planned for you, like a big surprise. The 10 of Cups is like a big surprise. And I'm getting that, Virgo, you like surprises. You may not like surprises. You don't think you like surprises, but I'm getting that you're gonna like this surprise. The universe has something planned for you and it's like a big surprise. I don't even know what it is, but I'm seeing you over here in the 4 of Cups energy thinking that something's not going to happen for you or that something's not going to work out for you, but then the universe is like, hold on, Virgo, we have something planned for you that's really big, that's really great, that only you have access to, right? Remember that? 99% of people don't get to have this, but you do. You're part of the 1%. I don't know what this is about. Spirit's not really giving me any information. It's just very vague because the 10 of Cups to me is like a big surprise. I'm also getting that there could be like some kind of surprise party that you're attending or that you're going to be like having this week. Somebody may be throwing you a surprise party. And obviously you won't know about it, but when it happens, for some of you, you'll remember this reading. Okay. I feel like somebody's like keeping a really big secret from you, but it's not a bad thing. Okay. I'm also getting something about like a party on Tuesday or a party planning on Tuesday. You may be invited to a party or you may be invited to like hang out with your friends or something like this on Tuesday. You may not be hanging out with them on Tuesday, but you may be planning something to hang out with somebody on Tuesday. I'm getting like a beach day or like a girl's day or a guy's day or just like hanging out with your bestie or something like that. It feels like you guys are planning something on Tuesday. You may be hanging out on Tuesday, of course, but that's what I'm kind of getting. So some of you, there may be like an engagement party, a birthday party, or some kind of like random party happening this week or that you're getting invited to. And then we're also seeing the Hanged Man in the reverse again and the Temperance energy. So this is giving me that energy of like something is late, but it's right on time. So Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm kind of getting more of like Wednesday energy. So something may be supposed to come through on Tuesday, or you may be expecting something on Tuesday, but it doesn't actually come through until Wednesday, or you don't actually hear from this person until Wednesday. Okay, but it's right on time. With the Temperance energy, that's divine timing energy. So I'm hearing like don't give up faith or don't give up hope or something like that. It'll happen on Wednesday. You may be trying to call somebody on Tuesday and they can't call you back until Wednesday, or they don't answer the phone, but they call you back on Wednesday or something like this. Okay, but something may be late, but it's right on time. Okay, and it feels like that's Tuesday, Wednesday energy. All right, what's the Hermit in the reverse? The Five of Wands. This is what I'm getting, don't hold back. Yeah, especially when it comes to work. Spirit's asking you to come out of your comfort zone here this week, especially towards this weekend I'm getting, but overall this week. And some of you may be trying to avoid some kind of conflict or avoid some kind of situation here that provides like drama or chaos or whatever. But I learned something about the Five of Wands, that these people are training. So yeah, the Five of Wands does represent like chaos energy or chaos magic or conflict or frustration. It could be very petty and competitive, but it can also represent training. These people are training for war or training for battle, something like that. And I'm getting that you are well trained. While I was in the shower earlier, I heard The Art of War by Sun Tzu, I think. So maybe you read that book, or maybe you're reading that book this week. You may be finding a book this week, or you may need to read a book this week. So some of you, The Art of War by Sun Tzu will be really good for you. Okay, you can apply those strategies to your everyday life. I'm getting that some of you know how to be offensive, or you know how to be defensive. Take it how it resonates. But I'm getting something about like change, right? So maybe you've been on the defense and now Spirit's putting you on the offense. This could be an athlete. You could be an athlete and you're switching from like defense to offense, or this could just be like in life, right? You've been under attack. You've been having to like defend the fort, defend yourself. And now you're on the offense. You're being guided to attack, to be on the offensive, and Spirit will have your back. Because you're a leader. I'm getting something about like a general of a war. In a past life, you were a war general for some of you. You could be in the military now, or you were, or somebody around you was. I was hearing war veteran. There may be conversations about war veterans, or you may be meeting a war veteran this week who gives you some kind of like advice, or you have some kind of conversation with. They tell you some kind of story and it like helps you with whatever's going on in your life. But I'm getting that you've been training for this for lifetimes. You've been preparing for something for lifetimes. And then we're seeing the title card and the Three of Pentacles. And I'm getting something about work is changing for you, career is changing for you, or there's some kind of like career change that's like brewing is what I'm getting. And it requires you to come out of your comfort zone, but it feels like something that you really want to do. With the Two of Cups, it makes you very happy. It's something that you really do have interest in and that you really love to do. Cooking, art, writing. But you may be in some kind of a field right now that you have a lot of experience in. With the Uranus energy, Uranus takes a long time to change signs. So I'm getting that your current career is something you've been doing for a long time, but it feels like there's some kind of like underlying change or underlying like career change that's brewing, and it may be like new, some kind of like new interest that you have, or something that you're like not very experienced in, but you're very good at, you're very skilled at. It's a natural talent. And so somebody's going to want to work with you. And again, like I said, you're slipping through the cracks. Somebody sees something within you, and so they want to work with you, or they want to bring you onto the team, or they want to like help you tap into your full potential. I'm getting something about like a mentor, or somebody's like passing off the baton or passing off the torch or something like that. Okay. I want to clarify the Two of Cups and then we'll get out of here. Let's see. Your overall energy is the Two of Cups, which says to me, be loved. I'm kind of getting like, be loved. Be love. Change the way that you look at love, or change the way that you think about love. You could be 54 or 45. Or love is changing. I'm getting something about like just friends. But I got that like quotation mark energy. So it's like you and somebody are just friends, or you and somebody will be just friends. but you're not actually just friends. You may be putting this on for public, like you guys are just friends publicly, but you're not, or something like that. That's not for everybody, obviously. But Spirit wants you to be loved and love Earth. And we're seeing the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Something's going to make you very happy this week. I don't know what it is. Like, Spirit is not giving me any information, really. It's very vague. But the Ace of Pentacles is here, which is like the universe is blessing you with a gift. You're being gifted. Could be with love, could be with career, could be this big surprise. I don't know, but the Ace of Pentacles is the start, right? So hopefully that helped you, Virgo. I'm going to leave it here. That's it for me. Sending you so much love always. Take care of your beautiful self. Stay hydrated, and I will catch you in the next one.